Hey, so you'll notice how everybody's fucking beefing nowadays. It's like ton of fuck, and it's like, and I mean, freaking all the fucking drama and shit. Everybody and their fucking mamas know about it. It's like, really, you got an issue with somebody, tell it to their face. Don't fucking go running behind other people, telling other people to deal with your fucking problems. You got issues, you deal with them yourself. Don't have other people go fight your battles. They're your battles for a reason. And you know what? I'm learning right now just from my mistakes. You can't hide from who you are. You can't hide from like you fuck up. Don't go running trying to hide from it. It's just gonna backfire. And that shit, it don't work. It's just gonna backfire, and you're gonna be like, oh damn, I fucked up, and then you're gonna live a really fucked up, shitty life, and you're gonna hate it. Like me right now. I said some stuff to a few people I shouldn't have said about one of my exes. Hold up just a second. My door just opened. I think my cat. Alright. So, like, have you noticed how fucking everybody, it's like, well, the stuff that I said, I really regret it. Because, I mean, I fucked up his life even more than it was already at. Like, his life was already pretty much shit. And I didn't keep my mouth shut, which just messed it up more. And so I have to sit here with like this hole in my fucking like inside, and it's like tearing at me because I can't tell anything. Like I can't do anything to fix my mistakes now because like what I did, you can't go and you can't erase it. Because I mean, like I told everybody the truth, and they're never gonna forget that. Like they're never gonna forget that shit. And if they do, then good. But like they're probably never gonna forget it. And they're gonna sit there and they're gonna ridicule him and talk shit about him and treat him like he's an outsider because of what I told everybody. Granted, what I said was true. I should have kept it to myself. I shouldn't have, like nobody didn't know it. It was something that um, should have just been known between him and his PO or whatever, and whoever he decided to tell. Not everybody and their fucking mamas. Not everybody in the whole world needed to know. So, I mean, like, if I could, I would sit there, I would look at him, and I would be like, Derek, I'm so sorry for what I did. And then I would find a way to go back in time, make sure I never said shit. Because honestly, he really didn't do anything to me. Like, I was just mad. And I found out some stuff about him. And me being me, like, I'm just like my fucking mom. Like, I went and I used that to my advantage to destroy his life as much as I could. And if I could take that back and if I could redo that whole, like, month or whatever, I'd make it so that, I never said anything. I'd just be like, oh, damn. And leave it at that. Because, like, because of my mouth and the fact that my, eh, my unintentional goal in life, and this is for a lot of people, not just me, our unintentional goals in life is to fuck up everybody else's lives because ours aren't good enough. Because we don't like how we're living. But, if we don't like it, we need to stand up and try to fix it for ourselves, not go and destroy other people's lives. Like, and I'm just now learning this lesson. I should have learned it a long ass time ago. But like, I think a lot of people should have learned it, and a lot of people still have the opportunity to, because their lives aren't close to being messed up yet. Like, I'm going into my old uh, fuck, in a language arts class, and I'm gonna go talk to a bunch of eighth graders about how like their lives, they need to watch out for themselves, they need to really take care of themselves and do something, and don't just sit there. Yeah, the drugs and the partying and the alcohol, all that shit might be fun, but you know, one day it's gonna get in the way. It's gonna get in the way of your fucking education. It's gonna get in the way of your life. It's gonna get in the way of your relationships, in the way of your family, in the way of everything. And you're gonna sit there and you're gonna wish that you could redo your whole fucking life, because it's never gonna be good enough for you. Like for me right now, I have to repeat the year that I'm in right now. And we aren't even through the first semester. But I have to repeat it. I have to go um and like I have to sit here and deal with the fact that a ton of people hate me. I had to drop out of school because I was getting jumped on a regular basis, and I thought that it was their fault. But I'm looking at it now, and it's like, really, you know, they had good reason to. Because I fucked up. Granted, nobody deserves to get jumped unless they've, like, did something really bad. Like, they raped a little kid or something like that, or they killed somebody or something. Something like that, they deserve to get jumped for. Especially as much as I did. Like, as much as I got jumped, that should be for somebody who raped somebody, or like I or like killed a pregnant person, or just killed a person at all. Like, that should be for somebody like that. Getting jumped every fucking day for a month should be for somebody who did something really bad, not for somebody who just couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut. But you know, that's Tacoma for you. That's our little ghetto town for you. But you know, I don't I don't even know. Like, I have to sit there. I gotta talk to these kids about the drugs, the alcohol, the partying, like getting into all the big drama and shit, and starting all that big drama and shit. It's like, you don't need that. It's just gonna ruin your life. You need to focus on getting an education, so that way you can like go far in life, instead of sitting there with a bunch of regrets and sitting there like, you know, I could have done this, but instead I cared more about the drugs. And it's like, I'm not even gonna lie, weed, fucking marijuana is the most like, okay, it's not the most amazing, it gives you a good time. When I was going to when I was going to stadium, like, life was good. uh, but you know, shit happens, and if you don't, like, if you care more about the drugs and shit, and you care more about the drama and the alcohol and all the partying and shit, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna sit there and look at yourself and be like, what the fuck am I? What the fuck did I do? I wasted my time when I could have been spending it doing something good, when I could actually been doing something good for myself. But instead, I wanted to sit there, have a good time more than anything, and so I fucked up. And then you'll sit there and you'll live your entire life regretting it. You know, people say, um, live for the moment, and treat every day like it was your last day or whatever. Um, like, like, live. Uh, you only live once, whatever. It's like, yeah, you do only live once, and you should live for the moment. But if you're gonna live for the moment by, like, drugs and stuff and messing up your body, then you need to get out of here. Because, you know what, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna be like, oh damn, I fucked up, and now there's nothing I can do about it. And it's like, Sorry, that's your fault. You shouldn't have done it. And I mean, like, I get the people who don't have anybody there. Like, this is why I want to go, because a lot of the people in that at that school that I'm gonna go talk that I'm gonna go to talk to everybody, they sit and half of them, their parents don't give a fuck what they do. They don't care about them. They let them do whatever the fuck they want because they don't care, because they're drug addicts too, and they live shitty lives. So, like, I want them, because they're never gonna get the chance to hear from somebody that's like close to their age, or that's somebody they know really well. Because I mean, you get those adults that randomly come in or whatever, don't do drugs, don't do this, don't do that, pay attention, be careful with your education, focus on your education. Nobody listens to that shit. But like, if you have somebody your age or close to your age come to you, and they're like, hey, I'm going through this right now. You need to really focus on it, or else you're gonna sit there and you're gonna regret it, and you're gonna wish that you had never done any of that, and that you could have fixed it. That you could go back in time. And so I'm thinking, like, maybe if somebody like goes in there and they talk to them, then hey, maybe it'll get through their heads. Because, I mean, nobody ever did that for me. They just had a bunch of adults come in, and it's like, okay, yeah, yeah, whatever. That's cool. So, like, I'm not trying to have people be tripping stuff or anything, but, I don't want I don't want anybody to fuck up and have their lives be ruined. Because, I mean, the people with the drug addicts, for parents or whatever, guardians, they aren't going anywhere. Because there's never going to be anyone there to tell them, hey, drugs really aren't good for you, and your education's what you need. You don't need anything else. At this moment, don't focus on the drama. Don't focus on this shit. Like, they don't have anybody there. So I'm trying to be that person that can go around and tell everybody, hey, there's somebody here that cares about you, cares about your future, cares about your education, and I want you to take care of yourself. Like, I want to be that person for those people who don't have anybody. Like, and you need somebody to talk to. That's cool. Just like hit me up on Facebook, something. Like SqueekySanderz. And it's not spelled like squeaky, like you with the EA. It's EE. But yeah, just type in SqueekySanderz and just be like, hey, I need to talk to somebody. I don't even care. I'll just be like, alright, that's chill, whatever. And so I'll sit there, I'll talk to you. I don't even care if I don't know you, if I've never met you a day in my life. If you need somebody to talk to, then I'm there. Like, I'm not trying to tell you, I don't want people who fuck up their lives. So hit me up if you need me at all. I don't care if you don't know me. I will talk to you if you need somebody to talk to, if it would be easier to talk to somebody you don't know. Like, just so seriously, just hit me up, SqueekySanderz. Squeaky with two E's and Sanders with a Z at the end. Alright? So, yeah, just hit me up. I'm not trying to watch you guys ruin your lives. And so, yeah.